All right, it's Monday the 26th, start of a new week, and I have stuff in the mail here. We have 4 TTMs, we have an eBay purchase. Talking about the eBay purchase of something I'm going to be TTMing very soon, so we'll hold off on that. But yeah, check it, 4 TTMs. Let's go ahead and break on into these. So let's see, let's go international ones first. So we'll start with the one from Sweden, right there. Initials on this one is HL. And if you know the 88-89 set, you'll know that I've gotten 3 back from Sweden already. There's a 4th guy who's over in Sweden. This is going to be him. This is going to be Håkan Loob. Hope I'm pronounced that correctly. It's like Håkan Loob or something like that. It's L-O-O-B on the last name. It looks obscene, but it's not. But yeah, he signed everything that I sent. Very happy to see those. In fact, we'll show off these 2, the 88-89 tops, and also the, what year is this one? It's the Craft Dinner set, and I don't remember what year that is, but those are always great cards. I love the Craft Dinner set, and there you go. So, got the 88-89 right there for the set, got the Craft Dinner card just because. I mean, those are freaking awesome, so very happy to get all of those back. Took about, what, maybe 2 months or so at most. Not very slow at all, not very long at all. Moving right along, let's go to the Canadian ones here. We have CW, no postmark on it, just hand-canceled with a pen mark on the stamp, but this is going to be a guy that I wrote to a while ago and got back. Got him second time here for the 88-89 set, and looks like I got him here too. This is going to be Kerry Wilson, sent to the Kerry Wilson hockey camps. And he signed everything I sent, including right there, the 88-89. So, good stuff there. 2 more set hits right there. Excuse me, and we're about to see a 3rd set hit right here. Postmark from Canada as well. The initials on this one are GG. This is going to come from a guy that played for the Blues and the Canadiens, maybe a couple other teams, and it feels like he may have enclosed a couple of extra items here as well. Mr. Gaston Gingras. And let's see here. Yeah, he looks like he added an extra photo along with the card, 2 photos along with the cards. So, show you the 88-89 right there. Good stuff. And then, yeah, he added in this photo right here, signed by him. And one of the Canadiens Molson cards that, okay, yeah, listed all 3 of his teams on there. So it's Montreal, Toronto, and St. Louis. Puts it right at the bottom there, on there, but it's on the front. Good stuff there. So, it's always fun getting some extra bonus items right there, and 3 international responses. Last one, let's take a look at the American one. Should just be 1 card in here. Postmark from San Francisco, the initials on it are RC. This is a card that I bought on eBay fairly recently, because it's a guy that I think has an outside chance of making the Hall of Fame. So I picked up his rookie card, sent it off to him. He's an excellent signer, Mr. Roger Craig. And he even put on there 1,000, 1,000, then 85 for, I believe, for his rookie year, and 3X Super Bowl champ. So wow, I didn't even have to ask for any of that. He put all of that on there. So check that out. Maybe eventually I'll be able to get it to send it to him. He can put like his Hall of Fame year across the top, hopefully, once he finally gets in, because frankly, I think he deserves to be in. I mean, he was the first ever 1,000, 1,000 receiver, so cool stuff there. Okay, I think he did the 1,000, 1,000 in 85, so that explains the 85 there. So, but yeah, I mean, check that out. 1,000, 1,000 in 85 plus 4-time Super Bowl champs. That's freaking awesome right there. So, there we go. Yeah, hopefully I'll have some more coming in this week. Just went down, picked up a few stamps so I can send a few more items out there. I've got at least one that I'm waiting on, one more eBay card to arrive, and I can mail it out. Hopefully have some success on that one. It's another Hall of Famer rookie card, a fairly recent addition to a Hall of Fame. Let's put it at that. Not sure what else. I looked through and started checking out a few names on SCN for any of my sets and stuff, and I might have a few more to send out. Just mailed out, what, 6 or 7 today as well. So, yeah, hopefully I have a lot more coming this week and in the next few weeks, of course. All right, it's Thursday the 29th. Got 1 item in the mail here. This is from initials are TB from Richmond, Virginia. This is going to be another basketball one here. Got one in, what, last week I think it was that I posted up, and now one here today as well. I sent them both out on the same day. It's some stuff that I got in that find over at the card show in Allen. This will be a current head coach in the college rankings, or college ranks. This is Mr. Tony Bennett, and he signed all 4 cards that I sent. We'll show you these 2. They show up clearest on here. There you go. So, 2 right there. Also got in, let's see here, some stuff to take down to Frisco in about a week or so. Going to be seeing the, what is it, the Midland Rockhounds coming to town, the Oakland AA team. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of those guys to sign. I've heard they're a tough signing team, though, so we'll see what happens there. Also got this package that came in from Doug Barnes, a trade that I made with him. The ones I sent to him are not showing up on the tracking stuff. It says, oh yeah, tracking label printed, and nothing since after dropping the mailbox 2 days ago. So I'm a little concerned there. I'm going to hold off on opening these then until that package at least gets moving a little bit. Post office sucks right now, and I don't know what the problem is though with them, but I mean, something about this Arlington one. There have been a number of packages I've dropped off with them, and it just never gets registered that, oh yeah, we've received it, it's going through the system, and then randomly it shows up there. It's like, guys, get it together, come on now. So hopefully that'll show up with Doug in a couple of days here, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and open this one after that. But yeah, there's some really good stuff in here, and I'm looking forward to seeing all that. So holding off on opening it for now until the one I sent to him starts moving somewhere. So there you go. Good stuff there. Hopefully I'll have some coming in through on Friday and Saturday this week, and then more next week, and then we'll do some in-person stuff next weekend. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Hopefully there's going to be a few more after this, though. All right, it is Friday the 30th. And yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff in the mail. Good news, too. Well, number one, I got some stuff in for next weekend when I go for, what do you call it? Midland. Got stacked cards in there off Sport Lots, so a few more to add. I got one more I'm waiting on. It says it'll be delivered tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be all prepped and ready to go for next week by this week. So that'll be fun. Also, I mentioned the trade yesterday that I made with Doug Barnes, and great news is it says his end is out for delivery today, so I can go ahead and open up the ones I received yesterday. So I'm going to do that here in a moment. But first, stuff that came in today. We have this, I believe, is a purchase I made on Facebook. There's no return address on it, so I'm assuming that's what it is based on how it feels. Like there's one card in there. It's supposed to be from Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. I think that's where that dude was from. So let's find out if that's what this is. By the way, hopefully you can hear me all right. There's a fan right in front of the phone, right in front of the phone here as I record it. So hopefully it's not picking up too much fan sound. It's 85 degrees outside, and it's only, what, 10:30 in the morning. So yeah, it's not good. That's typical Texas weather this time of year, unfortunately. So try to keep the fan on me there. And yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was. So I, right after I went for Springfield and Frisco last weekend, I was sitting in In-N-Out with Aaron and Chris, and just looking through Facebook while we were waiting for our food, and somebody selling some stuff came up on one of my Facebook groups. And there's a dude who had this card, and he said it was like, I think it was $2 plus $1 shipping. And I'm like, yeah, we'll jump on that. So got myself an Aaron Bracco for the set, and with that, I am now at 50% of the way done on the 2021 Topps Heritage Minor League set. So halfway there, and well, once I open these up, I'm going to be more than halfway too, since like I said, I've got that one from Doug coming here, and also a trade right here from Brian Calamia. Made a deal with him, and it says should be delivered on the 3rd. Hopefully that holds up and stays true, and he'll have it on Monday, maybe earlier if he gets lucky. But yeah, this one came in today from his end, and we'll show you what we got here. So I'm trying to remember, I think I traded 5 cards to get 4, if I remember right, which I'm good with that. I'll do that. This other one from Doug, I think I traded 24 to get 16. So, you know, whatever. I will go a little bit over and beyond if it's, you know, something to help my sets out. So, what do we get here? Yeah, I got 4 in from him. They are Freudis Nova. Freudis, something like that. This Nova dude, we'll just go with that. We got Yolbert Sanchez. We also got Jared Kelly. And the reason why I was totally okay with doing 5 for 4 is that I got an Antonio Cabello. Cabello became kind of a tough graph, I'd heard, during the second half of his second year there in the Rangers organization. And yeah, they released him, and he is nowhere to be found right now. So to be able to grab that one, I'm good with that. He's got kind of a small autograph on there, but yeah, whatever. Hopefully it's, you know, hopefully it's good. Hopefully that's what he normally signs, and yeah, hopefully just shorten it up randomly. Anyways, let's see what we got here from Doug, 'cause there's some cool stuff in here. For those of you who don't know Doug Barnes, you may have seen him on Facebook. There's some various groups and stuff here and there. He is a big Topps Heritage collector. Like, ever since the sets came out in 2001, he's been trying to work on all those. And so I went through his want list, and I found a whole bunch that he needed. He picked out 24 and said, hey, yeah, make me an offer with, you know, the 16 you need there and these 24 here. I'm like, I'll do all 24. I can give a damn. So helps out my sets, helps out his sets. And yeah, we'll have to make sure we get the feedback left for him there as well. Very nicely packaged, too. I mean, he's got this whole, like, bubble wrap thing going on here. I like it. And so, we'll see what we get here. There's going to be some big names in here, too. That's another reason why I'm like, yeah, I will gladly trade quantity-wise in your favor. Even quality-wise, I'd say it was fairly even. Because, I mean, There's some stuff like Elvis Andrus in there, a couple of those. A bunch of guys who don't sign by mail, so it's like, yeah, I can do that. These guys I had extras on. So, let's start with the Major League set here first before we go into the minors. Let's see here, make sure they're all sorted out from there. There we go. All right, so for the Major League set, we have Sergio Alcantara, card 721. That's a high number as well, one of the short prints. So good stuff there. Same thing with the Will Crow here. This card 706, so another short print. 706, 705, 705. We've got Cole Tucker. He's a guy that I was hoping that I would have seen last year on my trip, but he got released or traded or something right before we left, so had to pull his stuff out. We got Zach McKinstry. Picked up Jameson Taillon. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Cody Hewer, one of those. I think it's Hoyer, probably. Back when I was a kid, there was someone at my church whose last name was Hoyer. It was spelled the same way, so I'm assuming Hoyer. Anyways, Luke Raley as well in there. And Donovan Solano, who I tried TTMing right after the set came out and never got anything back, so I'll gladly trade for that one. So now let's take a look at the minor league sets. So I hit, what was that, 110 with those, 114, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Looks like I hit 121 as of right now with these ones. So we'll go through, we'll go with the, kind of work our way up from the smaller names to the bigger names. Even that, I mean, there's some decent names here, even in the kind of smaller names. So got Carson Tucker, Cleveland prospect. We got Brennan Davis, who I believe is a Cubs prospect, possibly? Cubs, I think. Yeah, looks like Cubs. There we go. Brennan Davis. Got Miguel Amaya, another Cubs prospect. We got Bryce Turang. I believe he's son of a former major leaguer and a prospect in the Brewers organization. We got Alec Thomas, who is with, I think he's in Reno now, if I'm right, Diamondbacks organization, something like that. I think he's been up to the majors a bit as well. Nice kid, though. I got him when he was in Double A. I just didn't have that card yet, so couldn't do that. We got Bobby Miller, who I just missed a while ago when he got moved from Tulsa up to Oklahoma City. Very happy to grab that in a trade. And the big one here, signed in red Sharpie, but I don't give a damn because this is one of the bigger names in the set, Hunter Green, right there. And I mean, I've got stuff signed by mail that's in black Sharpie and picked up in trades in black Sharpie. I've got stuff personalized. I don't care. I just want to get the whole thing signed right now. I'll work on getting quality and color upgrades later on. So, there you go. Solid day at the mailbox. I'm over 50% now on the Topps Heritage Minor League set from 2021. It's the only one I'm working on out of the Heritage Minor League sets. I get a lot of people saying, oh, hey, yeah, what do you need for these other sets? I'm like, nothing. I'm only doing the ones in 72 design there. So, yeah. That means I got a lot of trade bait, though, from other sets, so that's kind of good, because there's a lot of Heritage collectors out there. So, fun stuff there. Got those in. Hopefully I'll have some more mail to talk about tomorrow on Saturday. And have some stuff I need to write up and mail out over the next couple days as well. And yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully there's going to be more right after this. If not, I'll kind of do like a quick week wrap-up or something like that. I don't know. Stay tuned. All right, Saturday, July 1st. Got a Sport Lots package in. Not going to bore you with that. It's stuff for, what is it, Midland next weekend. But I did get a TTM right here. It comes from Canada. This is under BS, and I believe this is going to be Brent Sutter that we've got in here. Let's find out and make sure. And we do indeed have Brent Sutter right here. So, let's see. Cool. Okay, so he signed my, everything I sent. That includes the 88, 89 there. Condition was not the best on this. I remember I got it off Sport Lots, and the guy even refunded me. He said, yeah, the condition on it was not that great, so here's a quarter back. But, hey, whatever. It looks fine. I signed the other two cards and added his signature to the Sutter Brothers card right there. I got, Ron to sign it at the draft in 2018. Now I've got Brent on it as well. So I'll start working my way down, getting the other four on it as well. So not sure which one I'll be sending off to next. I know Brian is the toughest one to get. I'm hoping that maybe one of the others can get Brian for me. We'll see. We'll try it at least. So yeah, there you go. That's what I got there. That's yeah, that closed out the week. So thanks for tuning in. SportsCollectors.net. Go there for your address needs. $15 a year. SportsCardForum.com. Address needs are fulfilled there nicely as well. Totally free to sign up there. My website is dfwgrapher.com. Make sure you check that out. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hi, Callie. You're coming through. That's my cat. That's my cat's butt. Yeah. So,
it's just waiting for permission to come into your lap.
Yes. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Come on. Jump on in here. Jeez. Yeah, sportscardforum.com, sportscollectors.net. Go ahead. Get in. Come on. There. And yeah, TTM Cast podcast. Make sure you're tuning in on that as well. Hi, Kitty. Hi. TTMcast.com. Go there, listen, download, all that fun stuff. You can check that out anywhere you find podcasts. Callie, look over there. There you go. There's Callie. There she is. Do you see yourself on the screen there? See? That's you right there. Yeah, she doesn't care. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Callie says thanks for tuning in as well. You can probably hear Sydney screaming off camera as well. So, yeah, there you go. We'll see you next week. Thomas and JC to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-1 Frisco already on top right now. Give one in the first, and then a 2-run homer by Carter, the second batter of the inning. And Acuna single to lead it off. Carter with the home run makes 2-1 we stand at now. First pitch to Sajazi was a strike. Second pitch hits him on the hand, and he'll take first base. So not the best start for Beers so far, as he goes walk, home run, hit by pitch. We'll keep it right here, though, for Trevor Hauber's at bat. Hauber 2 for 4 in the opening game of the doubleheader. Had a single, a double, scored a run. Hitting .250 on the year with 8 home runs. Gonna take a second here for Sajazi to walk it off down there at first base, kind of shake out that hand. You can hear it hit it from up here, so definitely not an easy hit by pitch right there that he took. Acuna also with a stolen base once he got out of the single. Now the Hauber to the plate. Beers delivers, first pitch strike on the fastball, 94 miles an hour, makes it 0-1. Healthy lead for Sajazi. As Beers comes set, now delivers. Fastball high, and it's 1-1. Infield slight shift, basically double play depth up the middle. Beers sets and delivers, low for a ball. It's going to go 2-1. First game of the doubleheader was a 12-9 final. The Midland Rockhounds on top. As Beers delivers, curveball goes low. It's 3-1. Walk's definitely a pitcher's worst enemy, and Beers not exactly getting off to a great start here with the hit by pitch, and now a 3-ball count on Hauber. Beers sets, delivers, it's popped in the air, third base side. He'll remain in play, and making the catch is the third baseman Swift for out number 1. Keep right here, I'll have the graphing recap from the pregame and between games right after this. All right, it is Saturday the 8th. You just saw my play-by-play there. I'll show you the cards that I got signed in a moment and go through all that fun stuff. Also, before I do that, I'm going to show the stuff I picked up in some trades and purchases here this week as well, since I didn't do those, so here they are. Got Nick Bitsko. Don't think I showed that one off. I might have. I don't know. There it is anyways. We picked up Jake Cave on eBay. That was like $350, I think, including shipping. Not bad at all there. Then got Alex Santos and Joan Duran in trades on sportscollectors.net. So more Heritage Miners stuff there. Inching my way toward not completion just yet. But I did just, pass the 50% mark recently, so yay for that. Anyways, went out and did some in-person graphing yesterday. You got the play-by-play there from the game. It was Midland at Frisco, and God, Midland. Miserable, miserable bastards. Let's go through and I'll tell you what all I was able to get and show all that off. So, it started out decently enough. I mean, I had been given warnings beforehand that these guys were not a good signing team. And they said that Lawrence Butler was one of the worst ones. And fortunately, he wasn't there at all. He was up in Seattle because they've got the, the Futures game going on here at the All-Star break. So, didn't have to worry about getting his stuff signed. Greg Deichmann, who's been tough for years, got moved up to AAA, so I didn't have to worry about him at all either. So it's like, all right, maybe that'll change a bit. And to be honest, I did all right, but not as good as I could have. There's a lot of guys on that team who have cards. I mean, there was, I'll go through. I mean, you'll hear a lot of names here, but also they had a lot of guys injured that weren't even there. So Like, for example, what's his name? Shortstop or third baseman, infielder at least, Ironman. He wasn't there. He hasn't played in a month now. He's not even listed as being like on the 7 or 60 day at all or anything like that, but he has not played in a month. I'm assuming he's injured because I didn't see him at all. I didn't see Brett Harris there at all, one of their, top 30 prospects. He played on the 5th. I didn't see him at all on the 7th, though, which is weird. JT Ginn was the biggest one that I needed. He hasn't pitched in 2 months and apparently is out in Arizona. Also not listed as being on the injured list. Who else was there? De La Rosa or something like that. He wasn't there. De La something. I'm blanking on it now, but he wasn't there. Royber Salinas is on the 7-day DL. He wasn't there. So neither of those, both those guys were at least on the 7 days. So I had an inkling they wouldn't be there, but yeah. So let's go through. So I went to the batting cage first and hanging out outside there, and Cooper Bowman, saw him in there, and he was just coming off the injured list himself, and super pumped to be getting off the injured list, and so he was super cool and signed everything. I had 4 cards of him. There's one right there. It's a Louisville kid, too, so I got to mention, hey, yeah, my uncle used to teach there, so, yeah. Let's see, so he was the only one who got outside. Inside, we went in and missed out on J.J. Schwartz. He was catching that day, so, I mean, he might have signed one. He actually did sign a bunch the last time I got him, but I think he was DHing that day, so that's why, but didn't bother asking him. I figure I'll get him between games or something, and, well, spoiler alert, I didn't, because I was too busy getting somebody else a couple times, but while I was out there, though, I was able to get Chris Smith, the pitching coach, signed all 3 cards that I had of him. By the way, if you're trying to get him, he is the Red Sox Chris Smith, not the Orioles Chris Smith. So be careful when you buy the cards there, so make sure you're getting the right Chris Smith and all that. So, yeah, we got down there, and players started rolling in. First one in was what's his name? Lazaro Armenteros, and he said, no, not now, and Darrell Hernandez was with him, and Hernandez said, yeah, let me, put myself down, or I'll do it in a minute, or something like that. And yeah, put his stuff down in the dugout, came back out, and signed 1 out of the 2 cards that I had there. Happy to get that one done. Manager Bobby Crosby came through, and Crosby, he's gotten a little bit tougher, because, I mean, about 2 years ago, he was signing everything. You could put down 4 cards, 6 cards, whatever, he'd do everything you had. Last year, he was a just total 1 per no matter what. This year, he's up to 2 per now, and so he did these 2 right here out of the 4 that I had. Happy to get those ones on. I love those Cracker Jack ones. That's a 2004 set, if I remember right. So, yeah, I got those. So, who came in next? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, so we had Denzel Clark came through next, and asked me, Denzel, would you sign? And he, yells at us, I'm not signing any cards for you people. It's like, dude, okay, well, you're a pleasant person, aren't you? So, that was fun. Let's see. Couldn't get Ryan Cusick because he was the starting pitcher that game. Let's see. I'm trying to go through and figure out who else was real dickish there beforehand. Okay, yeah, so I went to the bullpen next. And fortunately, where was he? There we go. Grant Holman was super cool. He signed all 4 cards I had, including, check that prism out right there. Looks real nice. So I got him on 4 cards. Durbin Feltman just, I think, kind of completely ignored everyone. I'm not sure if anyone really asked him, though, beforehand. Calvin Coker. Boy, there's an interesting one. So, got up there, and Coker, I didn't ask him. I overheard somebody ask him to sign, and apparently Coker told him, yeah, I'll sign for you if you can tell me what college I went to. Dude, you're not even a top 30 prospect on your team. There's no need for the attitude like that. So he says, well, yeah, I only like signing for people if I have a connection with them. So, yeah, if you can tell me what college I went to, I'm going to sign. But if you can't, well, no. Seriously? That's ridiculous. So, fortunately, though, I asked him after the game, though, and didn't bother with that. He just, he did sign 1 out of the 4 cards I had, at least. So, good for him on that. But just real crappy attitude about it. Let's see, I did ask Durbin Feltman as well after the game. He signed 1 out of 4. He was cool about it, though, at least. I mentioned I saw him play in Worcester last year, so signed the 1 there. Let's see. Went down to the field after that as the team was making its way off. It was a doubleheader yesterday, so we had a little time in between games there. And as he was making his way off the field, got Ryan Cusick on 2 cards. He signed 2 out of the 4 that I had. Another one of those Prism ones came out nice. Let's see, who else was down there? Got Joey Estes on a custom that I made right there. So then he's like, I haven't seen that one before. I'm like, yeah, I made that one. So he's like, oh, that's really cool. So there you go. Great signature out of him, too. I mean, yeah, check that out. So, yeah, got him. Who else was there? I think, yeah, that was the last one I got as they were on their way off the field. So then they came back on for game 2. And Lazaro Armenteros was not in the lineup for game 2, so he was much more relaxed and cool about it and came over and signed 2 cards for me, including nice Prism right there, or I guess Refractor since it's Bowman, so there you go. And then last one I was able to get was Trey Supak. Supak was another one who, I mean, before the game, he somebody asked him, and they're just announcing the lineups at that time. He's like, no, we're about to start, like, real tersely, just like, no, I'm not signing for you, we're about to start. And it's like, they're just announcing lineups. You've got probably 5 or 10 minutes to do this if you want. Well, that's the key, if you wanted to, and he clearly didn't. But between games, he was talking to some family or something like that, and then came over and signed. He did 2 out of 4 cards right there, and got him on that. And that was enough for me. I did not feel like sticking around for very much after that. Stuck around, did my, my play-by-play that you saw right before this, and then, yeah, it's like, I've been out here all late afternoon, early evening. I paid for, a ticket and saw 9 innings at least, got 23 autographs, so it's like, that's enough. I don't need to stick around for all of game 2, so I bolted after that, but don't know how they did post-game or anything, hadn't heard anything yet either there, but yeah, that was, they're not a friendly bunch there for Midland, so, and I mean, they're Oakland's Double-A team. If they were that, if their talent matched their egos, they'd be in the majors right now. Oakland's not that good, so there you go. I mean, I got at least 1 out of everybody, but still, God, it was like pulling teeth on some of those guys. And so it's like, yeah, if I'd known JT Ginn wasn't going to be there, because I need him for Heritage, but if I'd known he wasn't going to be there, I probably wouldn't have bothered with him at all. But yeah, I at least got a few, so there's that. Anyways, there you go. So it's been a very light week. If you're scoring at home, even if you're alone, you'll notice that I did not get any TTMs this week, which is crappy, to be honest. So, yeah, no TTMs. Hopefully that's going to change next week. And then, yeah, so I mean, we're combining 2 weeks into one here, and I kind of already gave my my usual Saturday closer of sites to check out and all that. So make sure you do all that. Go and check out sportscardforum.com, sportscollectors.net, listen to TTM Cast podcast. I think that's everything. We'll see you next week. Hopefully the mailbox will be a bit better next week. We'll see about that, though.